You've seen the X. And the R. As you all may already know, Will and Dylan just got his new X, and Doc's had his R for a while. And y'all have seen the comparisons between the two, but I think it's time for us to give y'all a first-hand comparison between these two machines here. And you probably know X is on the right and R is on the left. But before I get into it, I'm going to kind of circle around these machines so y'all can see them, and then we're going to get into the comparison here. But you know, one thing I do gotta say, Will and Dylan's putting the X in Team Wax, and Doc is putting the R in Ride. Most people can tell the difference by looking at the side. The R has the wing and the X has the claw. But I'm gonna take one quick circle around the X and R, and we're gonna get straight into this comparison. I'm starting this comparison out with measurements, and we line these two machines up perfect, bumper to bumper, perfect. So as you're getting ready to see right here, I'm directly in front of them. They're lined up perfect. The R's wheel sticks out a little bit, and as we're gonna move to the back right here, the R's back wheel sticks out too. But believe it or not, they both have an overall length of 123.9 inches. The R has a wheelbase length of 92.7 inches, while the X is 87.6 inches shorter. The R is also 68.4 inches wide, while the X is 64 inches wide, and that plays a huge part in turning radius. The R has a 21.3 foot turning radius, while the X has a 17.7 foot turning radius. And that brings us to suspension. On the rear, the R has Fox Podium 2.5 shocks with 20.1 inch travel. The X has Fox Podium 2.0 shocks with 15.1 inch travel. The trailing arm mounts are also different on these machines. On the back, the R has a 4/5 link trailing arm, while the X has a 3 link trailing arm on it. And you can see the difference in the mounts here too. On the front, the Talon R also has 17.7 inch travel, and we can't forget the QS3 quick adjusters on the Fox shocks. They will turn rocks into cotton candy. On the front, the X also has 14.6 inch travel on the shocks. The interior on these machines is just incredible, you know. It's got that adjustable driver's seat, fully adjustable grab bar on the passenger side, and it's got that tilt steering. And the driver's seat just feels amazing. I mean, you see here, it's got them paddle shifters if you're into the manual shifting stuff. But them buttons there, you can just change it to automatic if you want. And then it's got the sport mode too. But in the interior, they both feel about the same. And the X has those polished rims, while the R does not have the polished rims. They're just black. And another thing I want to mention is the ground clearance. The X has 12.7 inches of ground clearance, while the R has 13 inch ground clearance. One more thing I wanted to mention was the accessories you can get. You can get a vented windscreen, side mirrors, SSV Works audio system, a 40 inch LED light bar, a 3,500 pound capacity winch, and frame skid plates. But you can see more at www.talongear.fun. And as you can see, we got our Team Wax stickers on there, so they're ready to roll. And the way I see it, there isn't a wrong or right choice with these machines. But I hope y'all learned something in this video, and if you enjoyed the video, please drop a like, and if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, because we got more videos coming now that we have the Talon X and R. And we do a little bit of everything on this channel, from riding to trail cutting to machine comparisons. We do a little bit of everything, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Goodbye.